Hey guys, Mindy here. Most guys think that the reason a woman left is because she wasn't able to deal with the hard times. Struggles come up, bad times come up, things happen. And you guys are thinking that that's the reason she ended the relationship is because she wasn't a ride and die. She isn't a person that you can actually count on. And I just want to talk about really how wrong of a mindset that is. See, a woman doesn't leave a relationship because of bad times. That's not it, guys. She's leaving a relationship because of your reaction to the bad times and how you're coping with the bad times and how you show her love through those hard times. And I just want to give you guys a quick story. So a couple weeks ago, I myself was having a really hard time. I had lost a kitty cat. He passed away, and my mind just wasn't thinking clearly. And my husband's truck, he needed a jump. And so he asked me to move my truck close to him so I could jump his vehicle. And I just, like I said, I wasn't in the right mindset. I was feeling really depressed. And he had left his truck door open, and I pulled my truck up next to his, and what did I do? I dinged his door. I fucked up his truck pretty badly, and I'm not proud of it. I'm really actually ashamed of it. I've never hit anything before in my life, my first technical car accident, I guess, and my husband was pissed. I mean, like, what the heck? What are you doing? Like, what the fuck? You just hit my car. Like, what's going through your head? But his initial pissed off reaction was identical to my reaction. I mean, I was just as pissed off at myself. Like, how the heck did I do that? What the fuck was I thinking? How could I be so depressed that good thing it happened on my property. I wasn't driving someplace, but how could I do this? And I was so frustrated with myself, and I just felt so defeated and so broken that I did this. And my husband, he took his 30 seconds to a couple minutes of like being in disbelief, which is a total normal reaction. And then he realized how affected I was. And he immediately was like, hey, honey, it's okay. We'll get through it. I know you're having a hard time right now. It was a mistake. You've a great driver for a woman. He likes to make his little jokes. But he made sure to turn around the situation immediately, because he saw how affected I was, and he realized that he could either take this two ways. He could go around being pissed off and treating me like a piece of shit because I did something wrong. I did something devastating to our pocketbook, and I messed up his vehicle, and he opens it now and it goes, sounds horrible. Or he can be a loving and kind husband who knows that I didn't mean to and that I made a mistake, and he can still show me love and let me know that he's here for me and that everything's going to be okay. And he took the time. He had those two paths in front of him. And before I became a relationship coach and before he and I have altered our love jargon, he probably would have taken that path of getting pissed off and holding a grudge for days, because that's where we were 6 years ago. But he doesn't do that anymore. And that's why I want to share with you guys, no matter what it is that's going on in your relationship, people fuck up. You make mistakes, she makes mistakes. How are you coping with those mistakes? How are you reacting to those mistakes? When she does something that's a catastrophe to the relationship, are you blowing up and holding a grudge for days? Or are you there for her, and are you telling her it's okay and that you love her and that you'll get through it? Because that's the difference. And that is why women leave relationships. They leave relationships because they feel that they can't make a mistake without being judged or being put down. And then what ends up happening, because it's a cycle, if you watch any of my other videos, I'm constantly talking about this, is that people feed off each other. My husband and I totally feed off each other. Back in the day, before we learned how to communicate correctly, if one of us was a jerk, the other one fed off with a jerk. Nowadays, we both know how to alter our love communication style. We're able to take a step back, and we're able to evaluate the situation and realize that at the end of the day, it's about us. It's about us being together. We love each other, and we want to move forward. So no matter what it is that happens, We hold each other's hand and we take each other, we embrace each other, and we move forward together, and we realize we can get through anything. And so when hard times happen to you guys and you're reacting the way that my husband used to react and the way I used to react, where we used to get pissed off at each other and feed off each other, all you're doing is compounding the situation. You're making it worse. So that's why women are leaving relationships, because they get to a point where they can't constantly be defending themselves, and they can't constantly feel like a piece of shit because they might have done something wrong, and they no longer want to make you feel like a piece of shit because you did something wrong. They're just done. I say in a lot of my videos, women want men to take the lead, and I swear to you guys, it's the truth. If you guys take the lead and you start altering your love communication style, the woman's gonna follow. Women want to follow their husbands. They want to follow the lead. Yeah, we want to be equal and treated equal and with respect, but a lot of us, we give what we get. In the story of where I hit his truck, I hate telling you guys this, but hey, I'm a real person and we have real relationship stuff come up too. But in that situation, my husband took the lead, and my energy fed off his energy. I was feeling horrible about myself, but because he took the lead and he stood up and he was the man that I needed him to be by telling me it was okay and he still loved me and we'll get through it, that made me feel more confident in myself, and that made me feel like I want to do more for him because he's so wonderful to me. And that's what you guys are not realizing. You guys are just thinking, oh, well, she acts a certain way too and she's this. Someone's got to stop it. Someone's got to be the one when shit goes down, they put their foot down and they say, how am I going to react to this? And that's really what I help you guys with. I help you guys really be able to take a step back and evaluate a situation and look at the entire picture and ask yourself, okay, what do you want on the other end of this? Do you want to be in a fight for days? Do you want to make her feel like garbage? Does it feel good because she made you feel like garbage about something that you can go and you can turn around and make her feel like garbage now? Or are you going to step up and take the lead and let her know it's okay? Because I'm telling you guys, the more you do that to her, she's going to start doing that to you as well. Another example, another story. My husband's a handyman and he's constantly losing tools. Okay? He's constantly losing his saws and leaving his squares up in attics. And we're constantly having to buy new squares, new saws, new drills. Because he's forgetful. Because he was used to working with me for so long while being a handyman, and I would be the one who made sure that all of his stuff was organized and put back. That was my part of the job. Now I relationship coach full time. He's doing it himself, and he's just a little ditzy when it comes to that. Nothing wrong with that. That's not his forte. His forte is being able to fix anything. That's his forte. He doesn't have that organization brain and the think of, oh, I better make sure everything's put back. Brains are different. Now, back in the day, every time he would lose something or if something went missing, I would be so pissed off and I would give him so much shit about it. And then he would give me shit when I did something, and it was just a horrible, vicious cycle. I don't give him shit about losing stuff. You know, a couple days ago he had to buy a new clamp. Why did he have to buy a new clamp, I wonder? Because he lost it. But that's fine. Because why am I going to be upset at him and make him feel worse about himself that he already feels like that's a weakness that he has, is being able to make sure that all of his stuff is organized? Why am I going to make him feel horrible about himself? And that's the thing. That's why women are not leaving because of the bad times or the hard times or the struggles that you guys are going through. Women are leaving because you're making her feel like crap during the struggle, during the bad times. You want her to be the ride or die? Well, be her ride or die. Take a step back and ask yourself, is this issue really worth causing my relationship to go downhill? This is a human being. They made a mistake. I'm going to love them through it. And I'm telling you guys, the more you do that for her, she's going to start doing that for you. So I hope this video was helpful, guys. If so, hit that like button for me because it really helps the video be shown to more guys so I can help more guys save their relationship. And also, definitely, if you are trying to save your relationship right now, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you can be notified every time I release a new video. Thank you so much for watching, guys. And as always, stay happy, stay healthy, and let's focus on falling back in love.